Welcome to Vicious Inc. I'm Tiffany, a dark romance author, creator, and designer with a deep weakness for dangerous books and morally gray chaos. Here, we talk about dark romance, spicy romantasy, obsessive tension, wicked world building, and the stories that sink under the skin and refuse to let go. From brutal little reviews to author confessions and conversations with people haunting this corner of the book world, this is where we indulge the darker side of fiction. Welcome back to Vicious Inc., where we crack open the darker side of romance and linger in all of the sharpest, sexiest corners. Today's guest is bringing a little fantasy, a little danger, and a whole lot of bookish energy to the mic. Stephen Walker is the host of the Smashcast, a creator known for stepping into the romantasy world with the kind of presence that makes readers stop scrolling, and a familiar face in the fantasy ball and bookish event scene. If you've seen him channel characters like Cassian or Tamlin, then you already know he understands exactly why readers fall so hard for powerful, possessive, and unforgettable men on the page. Today, we're talking dark romance, spicy romantasy, fantasy masculinity, fandom, and the very specific magic of becoming the kind of man readers wish would crawl out of their books and ruin their lives just a little. Stephen, I am so excited to have you here.
Hey, I feel like you're talking about somebody else. That can't be about me. That was too good of an intro. Who are you bringing in the podcast right now? No, it's great to be here, my friend. Thanks for reaching out and asking me. Tiffany, right? I like how it says breakfast at Tiffany's behind you. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I've not a lot of people notice that, but I appreciate that.
They don't notice the big, huge lit up sign behind you?
You'd be surprised how many people glaze over that and they immediately notice the Iron Man and everything else that's like up on my shelf.
I didn't even notice that, honestly.
Oh,
yeah, you got Stormtrooper, I think. Is that what? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I got Bo-Katan, Stormtrooper, Iron Man. Clearly, I hate all of the Marvel stuff.
Clearly, yeah. You bought this merchandise. I also see some cosplay stuff. Did you make those?
Yeah, these are all of my bits that I'm working on right now. I have my men's outfits, female outfits. It's all the shit.
Do you sell those? Do you do that on the side or?
I do, yeah. These ones are for my clients right now. This one's actually for a wedding, a fantasy-themed wedding.
Ooh, that's kind of wedding to go to right there.
Yeah, exactly. I do a lot of things between writing, cosplay, kind of like you. You do a lot of shit. You have the Smashcast, and you get to play amazingly cool men literally walking out of the book. Like, when people ask you what you do, what is it that you tell them that you do?
Well, normally I immediately develop amnesia and can remember nothing I currently do. But I tell them my main gig, my 9 to 5, if you will, is home inspection, which is what I was doing right before I hit record on this thing. But other than that, when I'm not doing that, I'm either making a video or booking a fantasy gig or reading a book that I'm going to talk about in a video. So I'm always doing something that I hope will profit me in some way. So I have a bunch of different, and then I do podcasting. I have like 5 different jobs that I do. Some of them don't pay as much as I wish they would. And some of them I wish I could quit, but I can't because they finance my life. Like,
you mean podcasting doesn't, pay $1 million a year?
I don't know if you know this or not, Tiffany, but it takes a long time to get any sort of money from podcasting. The only thing that we do make from our podcast is our Patreon subscribers. That is true.
I did, for a minute, be able to actually buy a dinner once by podcasting.
Oh,
that was like a big deal to me. But
now, was this fast food or you got?
No, it was an actual like wine and actual like dinner for myself only because I wasn't gonna pay for my husband or anything. It was just gonna be for me.
Right. You can't finance another person. It's just got to be for me right now. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
My precious. I'm coming out of my cave. That's for me and me alone.
Coming out of your cage? Are you doing just fine?
Yeah. I have kids, right? They're running around like crazy. This is my cage. I have to cage myself.
No, I'm quoting Mr. Brightside. That's my song. If you didn't know this, whenever I go to these fantasy events, these balls, I have to tell the DJ play Mr. Brightside. And if he doesn't play it, I mean, he always does. If he doesn't play, I would be sad. That's my song.
When you go to these fantasy events, like, is there a specific character that you love to play the most, or that you just kind of get stuck always having to play?
I think, well, so whenever I'm playing characters at specifically these balls, bookish event balls, things like that, a lot of people buy tickets to see me. So I'm not necessarily embodying the character the whole time. I may like show if I have like a scene that I have to do or whatever, I'll do that. But if I'm walking around, I'm being myself because I don't want to. Because I'm sometimes I play Tamlin, and if I'm going to act like Tamlin, I'm going to be an asshole, and I can't be an asshole to somebody who wants to meet me, Stephen. Like, oh, he's an asshole. Well, I was trying to be the character. I'm sorry. So I like being Cassian because I can still kind of be myself, be funny, and wear wings, which it looks fantastic.
Wings are amazing. Like
Yeah.
at the last bookish event that I had gone to that was hired to go and basically just promote, but they had tattoos and stuff. So I ended up getting the Bat Boys tattoo. I got little wings tattooed on the back of my neck. So
Nice.
I rep the Bat Boys. Everyone loves the Bat
I'm
Boys.
not really a bat boy. I don't know if you know there's not. I just play one sometimes at
You mean you
balls
don't have
and in
wings?
videos.
Like for real?
No,
They're
no,
not
no.
hiding somewhere right now?
I've been trying to sprout them, but I have no luck thus far.
So for when you have to play Tamlin or when you are playing Tamlin, do you actually like vibe with Tamlin like from the books more, or do you vibe more with Cassian? Like which one do you feel more like personally connected to?
Probably Cassian. I'm not
Nice.
really big into manipulating women and things like that, like
We
Tamlin.
we all
I mean,
appreciate that. Thank you.
I feel sympathy for that character, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I feel like he's on the right path in the things that he's done in the previous books that make him not necessarily an evil person, but just a traumatized person that can't really deal with it. So I wish him the best. I feel for him in that sense. I played him in a fan film. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, or even ever heard of it, but it's called The Cauldron, Chapter 65.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it yet. I need to go and watch it though.
Yeah, it's based on the scene at the end of A Court of Mist and Fury where they get thrown into the cauldron. Anyway, I played Tamlin in that, and it's a really intense scene. So I got to act for the first time, which was always my dream as a kid to act. So I enjoyed that. I'm going to be in another film, but I'm going to be playing Gavriel from Throne of Glass. You read Throne of Glass?
I have, yes.
Adian's dad or daddy, depending on who you talk to.
Love that. Yes, yes. That is, gosh.
But so I relate more to Cassian to answer your question. Yeah.
We all love Cassian. I think, well, I shouldn't say we all. I know there's a big difference between Rhysand and Cassian. There's definitely a big split, I feel like, but seems like Cassian takes the cake for most people. So it's, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that they're mutually exclusive, though. They're just good for different reasons, right?
True. And because this is Vicious Inc., I mean, here it's why choose. So I feel like they could have both. You can have both. Why not?
I don't know that I've read a real what you would call why choose book. The only why choose I think I've ran into is from the Blood and Ash series, where Castile and what's that dude's name?
Oh,
What
I'm
they called
blanking
it.
on it.
You know what I'm talking about though? They had
Yeah,
like a
I
little
know
threesome
exactly who
in
you're
the
talking
book.
about.
It was a
It's been
split
so long
second.
since I've read it.
I don't remember.
I know who
but
you're talking about, though. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing I've read that it can even be close to a why choose, and it's still not even that.
Yeah. No, why choose is it's its own realm of fantasy for so many reasons, but yeah, there's a
Yeah, I
lot
would
of great
imagine.
ones. Definitely some good stuff. And then so when you started doing these fantasy events and embodying these characters, what got you into it? Like what was the moment where you were like, this is what I want to do? Like was it just somebody came up to you and were like, you are going to be Cassian from here on out?
Yeah, basically, I was reached out to by somebody. So I started talking about ACOTAR, I think in 2024. That was my introduction into what we can call romantasy, A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I chronicled humorously my updates as I was reading on TikTok. And then that started gaining me a fandom in the bookish space. And I've never really left that space at this point. I was always trying to throw stuff at the wall to see what would stick in the online viral space, and nothing really ever worked. I mean, I made some parenting. Normally the main thread was comedy, and then I just also like to read, and then I found the bookstagram, booktok space, and they seemed to be inviting me, so I kept going with it, and it's worked out. So from that specifically, I started talking about more books, and then a company reached out for me to play some character in their ball. I think it was a character that they created. It was like a fox masquerade thing. And then once I said yes to that, started promoting that, then everybody else reached out. And to this point, I think I've done 15 different events in the past year and a couple months.
Wow.
My first event was not this February, but last February, 2025.
Yeah,
and I played Dracula, specifically Bram Stoker's Dracula. But I kind of had a different color scheme going on, but same idea.
That is incredible. That's a lot of traveling just in general. I'm assuming you're hippity hopping all over the United States to play these things.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm seeing places of the country I've never been to before because I really have never left Texas where I live. So it's been nice to see the world. And I even got invited to Canada. I've been to Canada a few times. I went to the UK last year for a ball. I don't think I was an actual character. I just had a costume. But that was a lot of fun. There's like 500 people there, and they all knew who I was, which is weird to think about. Oh, another country acknowledges me as a person and knows I'm alive. It's fantastic. So
that's cool.
It's been great.
That's really cool.
But no, people just reached out. I've been lucky enough to not have to ask anybody to go to their ball. They just tell me, "Hey, would you like to come here?" And then they pay me to go.
That is very, very cool. What a life to be able to live, like to get to go and do stuff like that. And I'm assuming you have a lot of fun at these things. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it.
Oh, yeah. I drink too much. It's too much fun, really.
And do you have your own set of wings or are the wings provided to you there?
Actually, my now friend, who's also an event owner, her name is Catherine, and she, through a couple of events, she bought me the wings that I have now. They came from Etsy, so shout out to her.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to have to find the link for the wings because I ended up making a set of wings for an event that I went to here. I waited till the very last second to make my wings, literally like hours beforehand. And I would like to buy like good wings, and you have really great wings. Like everyone is going to probably laugh at me for saying this, but you have great wingspan.
Yeah, that's the point. That's always the running joke I have. But no, they're really good. I think they're like $150 for the large ones.
So wow, that's actually
not bad. And they're
way less than I expected.
They're very light too.
So do you have, outside of ACOTAR, do you have like a favorite book, like a favorite romantasy or dark romance book that you basically keep coming back to, or that you stop and go like, this is like the cream of the crop. This is my favorite.
I think ACOTAR is my favorite romantasy book because it was my introduction, and I'll always have a soft spot for that particular series. Other than that, I really like V.E. Schwab's work, but that's not romance. It's more fantasy oriented. She does have a book that just came out. I haven't read it yet, but it's about lesbian vampires, I think, something like that. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. But I really like her as an author. She writes good stuff. My favorite book, one of them, is Darker Shade of Magic, which is by her. It's also not a spicy book. It's just a fantasy book. But she's good. I don't know. Every time I get asked, what books do you like? I forget every book I've ever read. You ever do that?
Oh yeah. I definitely do. It's amnesia. It hits out of nowhere, and you're like, I really am a smart person. I swear to God.
If you wouldn't have asked me, I would have just given the information freely. I play guitar too, and I know many songs. And if somebody says, "Hey, what songs do you know?" I'll be like, none right now. I know nothing. I don't even know what a guitar is. What am I? That's what it feels like.
I know that feeling as well. And for playing the guitar, I mean, hey, shout out. I play the guitar myself, so I always...
Do you?
I do, yeah. I've been playing since I was 11, so...
Do you prefer acoustic or electric?
Acoustic. My son plays the electric, but I much prefer the acoustic, so...
Do you sing too?
No. Not at all. Only in the shower.
Oh, I didn't know if you were being sarcastic or not. Like, no, not in the blah, and then you just start belting.
Hell no. Hell no. I suck at singing. But okay. I like to think I play decent on the guitar. But
do you have any videos online of you playing the guitar?
I did once a really, really long time ago, and it got decent views. And then there was like one asshole that had something shitty to say, and I deleted the video.
No, you can't do that.
It's
crazy.
One of those things.
I suffer from that too, less and less now because I don't have a whole lot of negativity anymore. Because I'm in the right space on the internet. But whenever you're traversing the algorithm, they're like, where do we put you? Well, don't put me with the people that hate me, please. And then they find your right spot. But every now and then you'll get a negative comment, or I'll get a negative comment, and it ruins the hundreds of positive comments for some reason. It takes so many more positive comments to cover up the one negative comment. But I've gotten to the point now where if I don't really identify with the comment, it doesn't really bother me. But if it's something that I'm already self-conscious about, then it's like an arrow to the chest.
Yeah. Oh, that it's a lot of people don't understand that. It's easy for people to be like, "Oh, don't let it get to you," and just don't
Yeah.
let it. But it does. It sucks, and then
Yeah.
it kind of kills your ability to go and continue making all the content that you know you need to make in order to
Yeah.
keep the algorithm happy. But
Oh, that's its own beast, is just keeping the, if you take a day off of posting, like if I'm sad and I don't want to post, the algorithm's like, what are you doing? We don't care if you're sad. We need you to post. Oh, you're not going to post today? Well, we're going to fuck your shit up tomorrow. Then you're not going to get any views ever again. Then you got to
yep,
build back into it.
the ones that I hate the most is when you work your ass off on that one video and it takes you all day, and then it gets no views, but then you have the one thing that you do and you make no effort.
I have a story about that too. Yeah.
Like literally no effort. One of my top viewed videos of all time where I got like, it was, for me, it was a top, view, like a couple million views. And
That's great.
it literally took me 15 seconds to do this video. And yeah, it was so stupid. Like,
yeah. And then the stuff you're passionate about and that you work on, nothing.
literally nothing. Like,
yeah.
But I need to monetize. You don't understand. This is what pays for this shit. Like, come on.
Right? Yeah. It's a weird game. I still don't understand it. The things that I think won't go viral, and the things I think will go viral don't go viral. My most viral video has like across all platforms, probably like 50 million views.
Oh,
and it's just me with this large, the screaming chickens.
Yeah.
It's just it's a huge, I got it at Spencer's Gifts. I got it at Hot Topic like 5 years ago. Anyway, I walk into my bathroom and I'm holding my phone and I just squeeze it and I let it exhale for about a minute. And then the video ends. I walk out of the bathroom, 50 million views.
Oh my God.
And so many comments like, this is how I feel right now. It's like, this took no time.
Yep.
And it wasn't long enough to get monetized. So I made no money on it.
Oh no. That sucks.
I think I made a little bit on Facebook from it, but yeah, it's its own thing.
That's awesome. See, so did you try it again? Like, did you do any more content with the chicken?
I used to have this thing called Metal Cock Talk, where I would use the chicken to scream over the screaming parts of a metal song, but it was always copyright issues because it was a real song. So I can't just make the same video of me squeezing the chicken. I mean, I guess I could.
You could. I mean, that probably would.
What is art? Who cares about art? Just do the simple shit. It's fine. Repost every day.
I feel like that's what the algorithm wants. I
don't know what it wants. I don't even think it knows what it wants.
Probably. Who was it? Mossy. I think Mossy's the guy that runs the algorithm for Instagram. Who? And he's the one that's always is posting about how, yeah, you should just stick with, the one thing that you're really, really good at and just keep on doing that same thing. And I'm sitting here going, but I make art and I don't want to do the same shit. Why doesn't it know that?
Yeah. No, when I look at the most viral people, they're pretty consistent in the things they create, but I can't do that. I like talking about books one day and then playing music another day and then just making something random. I can't stick to this formula thing.
Yeah. No.
I think my baseline slow videos are still enough to be considered good enough to warrant making more videos, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think mine
I built a large platform now, which apparently you have too.
It's small compared to yours. I'm baby cakes compared to you. Well,
you have like almost 300,000 on Instagram. Yeah, I think you have more than I do on Instagram.
That's the small platform. I think like that one. That's a hard nut to crack. Instagram is like rough. My biggest one is TikTok. I have almost 600,000 on TikTok, which is still
nice.
Small baby cakes. So it's
that's not a small number. That's really good. It doesn't really matter about followers. It's all about engagement. Exactly. Like I have, I think 1 million on TikTok, but I have no engagement because no one sees my videos.
Because you're not using the chicken.
Right. I got to bring the cock back out.
Chicken.
The ladies want the cock. That's what we're learning in real time.
Exactly. Bring out the chicken.
You would know. You're a sex doctor?
Sexologist. Yeah.
Doctor of fornication.
Yep. I teach people how to talk about sex and I teach people about kink and all the things. So it's
interesting. I learned a kink of mine I didn't know I had, specifically from romance books. The praise kink.
Really? That's a common one.
Yeah, like the good boy, that kind of thing. I don't know why.
Oh, the good boy.
Yeah, it's not always sexual, though. I just like to be affirmed and praised in a sense. I mean, I guess it can be sexual, but I learned that I'm drawn to that aspect. And
That's
it may
yeah.
go, it obviously goes back to my childhood in one way or another, but I never got a whole lot of recognition growing up. I mean, you would know this. You're the doctor. You prescribe me or not diagnose me. There we go. What's my problem? What is wrong with me? Fix me.
There's nothing wrong with you. That's the biggest thing that people would come to me and they'd be like, is this okay? Like, what's wrong with me? And I'm like,
Is
there's
this
fucking
okay?
nothing
I
wrong
get
with
hard
you.
just looking at walls. Like I'm turned on by, is that okay? No, it's not, but I'm not going to say that.
It's like short of it being like something illegal, you are fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a beautiful thing to have like the buffet. One thing I will say that I actually did a whole like research paper on this, that people with ADHD tend to be like more kinky. And I think it has a lot to do with just needing more variety. And they tend to fall in that spectrum of just needing more kink and more praise specifically. It's a really interesting like correlation.
I think I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I feel like I have it.
I think a lot of people that go to fantasy events have it, to be honest. Like we need
it's just a bunch of ADHD.
It's a constant churn.
Side note, I have a cut on my nose, so if you see that dot, it's not like a whatever else. It's a cut. I scratched myself in my sleep because apparently I'm an infant who needs to wear mittens when they go to bed.
Oh no.
So, yeah, my bad.
You should have said that you had to fight Tamlin or something, like another cosplayer.
It was a bar fight. I killed Tamlin. He's not coming back. No, I wish I could have a cool story, but no, I scratched myself in my sleep. I was in REM sleep, and apparently I say that because I had a video. I forget what I was talking about. I think it was a thirst trap video, but I'll show you how to thirst trap video. And it was me just cleaning my house to the song, Be a Man from Mulan. Anyway, so I had a cut on my nose for the same reason, because I scratched myself in my sleep, but it was like a perfect little dot on the center of my nose. And the amount of comments or emails and comments I got about, you should get that mole checked out. No, I shouldn't. It's a cut, you asshole. I'm not going to say it. So I say that in case somebody's like, oh, it's his tumor on his nose. I would like to talk about, because everybody becomes a skin specialist if you have something going on.
Oh my God. That's the worst. I hate those comments. Those ones that are always like very nitpicky about the body, anything about the body. Somebody's going to find something to say. Yeah. It's you're too tall, you're too short, you're too this, you're too that.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, women get it more than men. So you would probably get way more comments than I about body stuff, unfortunately.
Surprisingly, I've never gotten a negative one by a woman. Never once by a woman.
It's always dudes who have weird pictures, and they're always sitting in their truck with their sunglasses on, because I feel like their exposed eyes makes them seem vulnerable. So they're just like, I'm covering this up and I'm a man. And it's always a weird angle. You could see their double chin.
And all of the videos that they have on their profile is like beer cans in the back of their truck.
Right.
Like, oh my God. Yeah, you're the expert, bro.
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
It drives me crazy. It really does. Oh my God. But since you brought up kink, so you mentioned the good boy kink. Are there any other kinks that any of the books you've read unlocked for you that you were like, I didn't think about it, but maybe?
Not the top of my head. I mean, I can enjoy some things, but nothing that was unlocked specifically other than that I didn't know about previously, if that makes sense.
There's so many of them, I feel like, for people that... especially in dark romance. Like for women, I think it's the mask kink is the big one that seems to be popping up all over the place there. And I don't
hate that. I don't get it at the same time, but I also don't hate it. I mean, I don't know. It's not really a big thing for me, but I guess I can understand where people are coming from. It's like the mysteriousness of it, or the mystery of it, right?
It's the obsession, I think, because it's always a mask guy that's like overly obsessed, and the stalker and all that kind of stuff. I think it goes together. Like that's a big one.
In real life, that would kind of be a deal, because what if they take the mask off and it's just like, oh, leave that. Why can't you sew it to your face, buddy? Like, what do we got? What is wrong with your face?
That's true. That's true. Like, why is he wearing the mask all the time?
Right. Just show your beautiful face, unless it's not. And I should be nice body, though. You know what I mean?
What do they used to call that back in the day?
Brown
a butterface? A butterface?
Oh, yeah. They call it a butterface, and then they call it a brown bag special.
Yep. Wow, that's dating myself. Holy shit.
That'll get us both canceled, probably.
Oh, they're never going to cancel you. You're Cassian. They can't cancel you.
I have a friend in Canada. Okay, this is a funny story. So there was an audiobook company on Threads, which, by the way, Threads is the smoking section of the internet. There's nothing good coming out of Threads. But they posted on Threads, they said something like a good I think they said the reverse. They said a bad narrator can make a good book seem bad. Or they may have said a good narrator can make a bad book seem good. But it was like talking about narrators. And they got so much shit for saying that. Everybody was hating on them, commenting negative things. They eventually had to issue some sort of apology on Threads. We're sorry, we said this in bad taste. Anyway, I didn't know about this. So I made a video not knowing about this particular incident rather. And I was talking about, I forget the name of the book I was reading, but I was talking about how it's basically the same thing, but the tone I was using was playful, and I was just talking like this, and I had jokes in there, and I said the exact same thing basically, and nothing but positivity in the comments. Be like, oh yeah, we know exactly what you're talking about. Hundreds of comments, hundreds of thousands of views. And so my friend from Canada, she messaged me. She goes, you said exactly what this company said that ended up almost getting canceled. I feel like no one will ever cancel you because your tone is just completely different. And then they had to tell me everything that happened. I'm like, oh. Also, things look different on paper. In text form. You can't hear someone's tone. You know what I mean? That's why I hate texting, because every text is a problem for me. Like, oh, they added a period. I think they hate me. Oh, they didn't add a period. I feel like they hate me even more. You know what I mean? I will find reasons that your text is a bad thing.
Oh, man, that's true. That's why I miss back in the day before texting happened and you actually had to call somebody on the phone. And it was a voice. It was so much nicer, but no.
Well, I don't like that either. I mean, I would prefer if it's a quick. I like talking to people, but if you have like my brother, he will call me when he could just text me a sentence. That's all he wanted to know. But he calls me, and I'm like, oh, all right, no, I'm gonna be on the phone for 20 minutes because you're gonna change the subject 500 times. Just text me the thing you wanted to ask me. But generally speaking, I'm always. It's like, okay, what do you mean by this text message? Am I a problem? Because I also suffer from people pleasing. And so I feel like I'm always the problem in every, you're going to be my therapist right now. How about that?
I mean, that's what I do. That's what I'm here for.
Fix me. No, I suffer from people pleasing. So I feel like everything's always my fault. I'm talking to the therapist that I pay currently about it. So it's a whole thing. The kink stuff, back to the kink stuff. I think I do have ADHD, and we're learning in real time. This is a thing.
It's all good. That's what we're here for.
Just going through life, trying to be a good boy.
See, it's a beautiful thing. Everyone loves a good boy. Good boys are great. But people pleasing, it's a big thing too. I feel like a lot of cosplayers, people when you're an influencer, when you're in the cosplay world, when you're a creator, people pleasing is a big thing, and it's a hard thing to break away from. And I think that's also why bad comments leave such a big mark is it's like, but I tried really hard. Like, the fuck, man. Yeah. It hurts. But yeah, that's a whole, I should make a whole podcast just about the DMs I've gotten from assholes and just be like, okay, we're going to sit here and just do this for an hour.
I don't want to see your DMs personally. I feel like they're just terrible.
Oh, there's some great ones that are just like, fuck. All right.
Hey, people are people.
It would be it's comedy.
It'd be an experience to talk about. It'd be fun. Yeah. I don't really get a whole lot of other than I don't get any weird DMs because I never really put myself out there. Not saying you do. My bad. That sounds weird. Like, that's not what I meant at all. Good Lord. Good. I meant like from the dudes who actually thirst trap and then they get those types of comments. I don't really do that. I'm just funny. So I don't really get a whole lot of comments unless it's somebody saying thank you for your content and it blah, blah, blah.
So for you, speaking of like guys that are out there doing thirst traps and things like that, and especially for somebody like you who goes to the fantasy events and is talent and gets to do the real, frankly, Cassian's a sexy ass man, and that's the whole point of him. Is he's a big part of especially the last ACOTAR book, and him and Nesta have some vibe going on. Like that's the whole point. But
it's funny. Not to. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No. Go for it.
There was somebody who was reading the books along with me, and they became a fan because I did Cassian pretending to be Tamlin videos or just Cassian videos, and then they finally got to Silver Flames, and they're like, "Oh crap! Now I can't not see you as Cassian. It's becoming a problem." Like, my bad.
That's awesome.
Also, you're welcome.
Yep. You're welcome.
I don't look like Cassian is depicted, though. So I'm always flattered when somebody wants me to play the character. I think it's just because I've been doing these for a little over a year, and I'm seemingly a safe person at events, and it's hard to find that in dude form nowadays.
I think it's the vibe. You do give off a Cassian vibe for sure. I mean, you do have the
I
look,
agree with that.
but
Yeah,
it's the vibe too. Like he's funny. He's very masculine. He's very just approachable.
Are you calling me masculine?
You are very
stop
masculine.
It. Oh my gosh, stop it. You should tell my father that. Sorry.
But what is it like for you at the events? Do you have any... I know for certain women that go to events as talent, at least outside of fantasy balls, there can be issues with like guys coming up to them and getting way too close and way too personal. Do you find that you've had that kind of issue before when you go as talent? Has any incidences ever happened for you?
Sometimes people will be a little more grabby for pictures, but normally that's like alcohol talking, and I'm never going to fault somebody because of that. Early in the night is the best time of the night to be casual, but it's never been like crazy. I also am 6'4", and you're not going to hurt me.
Jesus
So I'm never.
You're tall. Damn.
Yeah, I'm not threatened by these people. I'm not saying that I'm like this huge person. I'm just saying I've never felt endangered. But for women in the space, sometimes they can feel like there's danger because sometimes some of these dudes are very big, so it's kind of scary. I never feel like I'm in danger. So if somebody's just being too grabby, I'll figure out a way to comedy myself out of it. So
like calm the barrel down, like back up.
Yeah. I'll say something snarky, but I don't want to make that person upset either because they may just do this to everybody, or they may be drunk, and I'm not going to hold that against them. So I want people to feel safe. So I just try to weasel my way out of situations, but it's never been super weird.
And when you're done with doing your thing for the night and everything, do you get to go and like hang out and have like your party time, or is it something from the second you're there to the end of the party, you're that person, that character?
No, I'll usually go back and hang out with the cast members. We'll go somewhere.
Nice. Do you have any upcoming events that you're going to be attending?
Actually, I do have a bunch. When does this air?
This is going to probably air, I think I'll probably put it on for next week or the following week.
Let me see. I just got my assistant. Actually, it's my friend, but it sounds cooler to say assistant. My friend made me this little thing here. So I'm in Canada, Ontario, Canada, which is a big place. I think it's Kitchener, April 18th. I'm playing, well, I'll look like Aragorn, but I'm not technically playing Aragorn because I have a costume that fits that character. But I can't be that character for copyright reasons, obviously. But I'm going to kind of look like him. And then in May, on the 23rd of May, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I'll be a pirate. And then June 6th, I'll be Cassian in Belton, Texas. And then June 12th through 13th, I think I'm just an influencer. I'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Summer Book Fair. And then I have a few more after that. But those are the next 4. I think I have 8 total the rest of the year.
Jeez, that is...
But if you go to officialstephenwalker.com, you can find anything I need or anything that I have coming up.
That is awesome. Like that is definitely living the dream for being able to do that kind of stuff and getting to go to all those places. So that's
no, I definitely don't want to take it for granted. I'm very privileged to even be welcome. I still feel like an imposter. One of these days they'll all wake up and realize, no, it's no more invites to this guy. He just, because I see myself every day. You know what I mean? I'm nothing special to me or anyone around me really in my everyday life. But for some reason, apparently I'm okay for people on the internet. And
you mean you're another one that suffers from imposter syndrome? What?
Yeah, it's everybody apparently.
Yeah, it's definitely everyone I've ever talked to seems to suffer from imposter syndrome. If they say they don't, then they are a magical unicorn that I don't believe at all.
I feel like if you don't, you're kind of probably also an asshole. Like, oh, I deserve this spot in life. Hey, do you though? Fair. Now I don't want to hang out with you. I always want to be humble enough to continually hate myself. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. That's not healthy at all.
It's just the right amount of self-hatred, you know, that it's a little healthy.
Bit of that. I still suck. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want to think of myself more highly than I ought, if you will.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. Oh my goodness. So if you are up for it, I have a quick speed round for you, if you don't mind. Okay. So Morally gray or openly feral?
Okay, so what are we talking about? Are we talking about dudes? Because I don't happen to enjoy the men. That's a
But
weird way to say I'm not
so
gay.
for
I happen
books.
to not enjoy the penises personally.
Well, now you're just being silly. For when it comes to books, if you're gonna read a book, would you rather read
like
a book that's morally gray or one that's like more openly feral, like a dark openly feral type book?
Okay, because in my head, like most of these books are written with the main or the MMC in mind, so that's the character we're talking about. Okay, give me the two options again.
Morally gray or openly feral?
I like openly feral. So I'm reading Enchantra right now, and I feel like Genevieve's openly feral. She's just like, come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great. How far into it are you?
I think I'm a little over halfway. They just got done with. They've already started the game or whatever. I think they've already done one or two of them.
You'll like it. I'm not going to give anything away, but it gets really good. It gets really
nice.
good.
Oh, back to the kink question. Here's some more ADHD for you. Now that we're in this speed round, but going back to that question, I forgot. Book 1, Enchantra, Blood Rain. Apparently, I'm into some Blood Rain because in that book there's instant cleanup. Like you don't have to scrub it in the shower; it just goes away. So that's a 2-for-1.
That is true.
Blood Rain, and it goes away.
I feel like the instant cleanup is a kink that shouldn't be a kink, but it kind of is. Like the idea that you don't have to clean anything afterwards.
Right.
Like,
I'm not just talking about the semen. I'm talking about the blood too. Like everything, no cleanup. Anyway.
Yeah, no, the blood too, but just in general, like I would love to not have to clean anything and just be able to lay there and somebody bring me a sandwich. Fuck
that's
yeah.
Why, so that's why movies are so unrealistic whenever he's like done, they just roll over. Okay, somebody's covered in something. I know that for sure. This is not practical. I'm going to replicate this later. There's going to be a lot of scrubbing going on. I'm not looking forward to that.
Now, the Blood Rain portion, when I was reading that, and I was like, because I read it and then I listened to the audiobook, and the audiobook is good. Like,
yeah, Laura Horowitz. Really, we have her coming up on our podcast next, so I'm excited to chat with her.
She's
got a good voice too. I think Samantha Brentmore is my favorite narrator. I really like her voice, and she's a fantastic person. She's hilarious. Do you know who that is?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I'm all over the interwebs for all of this stuff. They're God, it's all good. Audiobooks are my jam because I'm always doing this shit. So I'm usually listening to an audiobook, I'm on like Whimsy Forge and stuff. So I work with Charity.
I
Grace,
love them.
So
Charity.
Yeah, awesome.
She was. I got to see her a couple weeks ago. She came to an event that I was at. It's the one that we remade because the other one got canceled. It was in Dallas.
Oh, that one was, there's a whole,
she put on like a whole high production fashion show for the event too. It was fantastic. But she's awesome. Her and her husband are good people. My first event was actually with her and her husband.
Oh, so, that's awesome. She's one of those that we were following each other for like probably about a year. And then we ended up like connecting because we both were trying to just figure something out to do something together. And then she invited me on to be a creator on Whimsy Forge because I make shit. And
are you in Whimsy Forge?
Yeah, I'm one of the featured creators on there. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Small world,
but we've
really.
never actually met in person. So the first event that we're actually going to meet at is the one in Calgary coming up next month. So
fun.
Yeah, it'll be really cool to actually get to shoot content with her and actually be like, hey, after like 3 years, here I am.
Yeah, there's still people that I have chatted with online and have become really good friends with in the cosplay bookish space, and I still haven't met them.
Yep.
So one day. No, every time I see one of Charity's videos, I'm like, I suck and I need to go to the gym because you are like the most strongest person I've ever seen in my life. Just doing random limber shit. I'm like, why? How?
She was a ninja warrior. Like, you can't compete with a ninja warrior.
No, you can't. I we're just eating Cheetos watching this video. Well, I should just stop living, apparently.
But to be fair, she has like one of the coolest husbands that does so much for her. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my husband and I'm like, you're a lawyer and I could use some fucking help here. But he does do a
Lawyer's
lot
good
for
gig,
me.
though.
He's like my assistant at stuff. So sorry, honey, I love you. But
You're just shitting all over your husband on your podcast.
he loves me. He
Oh,
puts up with me. It's
perfect. It's a great dynamic. Yeah.
it really is. He's fabulous. But I would love a minion to do shit like that.
Yeah, you don't want your husband to be a minion, no.
He's a minion here and there, like at local events, but for like going away to other events, I have to hire like my best friend to like go do that stuff, and she doesn't mind me like be like, do this, do that, do this. But her husband seems like he just is on it. Like before she doesn't even have to think, and he's
Right?
like,
Yeah, no,
they're doing it.
He's good at what he does. He's a supportive dude.
Yeah. So
I'm ruining your rapid
We're
fire.
almost
by the
done.
way.
I promise. I'm going to get you out of here so you can
Take as
go
long as
and
you want.
chill and relax. So
We're already
praise-
chilling and relaxing.
Oh, this is a dumb question. I already know which one you're going to choose for this one. Praise or possessive devotion?
Praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
knew
already
that
gave
one.
it away earlier, though. Alan, what is possessive devotion?
Like obsessive, like super obsessive, possessive devotion.
Oh, stalker is what you're trying
stalker.
to say.
There you go. It was a
Like
nice
Josh from
way
Lights
of
Out.
saying stalker.
Yeah. I'm going to watch you through your window. Somehow that's hot for you, isn't it? As long as I got a good jawline and some abs. Like if his name's Phil and he's balding, stop. I'm calling the cops. You know what I mean? You got to look the part, okay, if you're going to play the part.
It's amazing how many red flags people completely overlook in the books. Like
Right?
total felonies. And you're just like, oh, if the felony is like hard enough, I want it. But then in real life, you're like, fuck, no.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like these things don't necessarily translate. So if dudes are reading these books as a how-to, please stop doing that.
Don't.
You can't. You're not going to be this person in the book.
No.
It's not going to happen. First of all, you don't look like that.
If you're in
Second of all,
a,
this is a fantasy.
if you're in a consensual relationship with someone and you want to do a little role play and y'all have talked this out, negotiated your kinks, negotiated a yes, no, maybe list, have at it.
Right.
But do not do this to a stranger that you've had a crush on.
Yeah. I mean, this goes for any sort of piece of media. Like The Lord of the Rings. I love The Lord of the Rings. I like getting inspired by the fight scenes, but I do not want to be handed a sword and have to charge orcs. That's not going to happen. But I really enjoy watching it and I get inspired by it.
Exactly. Okay, so last couple questions here. What trope gets you every time? Like, what is your preferred trope in a book?
Right off the bat, my least favorite trope I'll give you, which was not the question you asked, but here we are. It's the miscommunication trope. Please go away. I never want to talk to you again. I hate that so much. My favorite, I don't know, I maybe enemies to lovers, but that's also just the one that's the most prevalent. I'm trying to think. I guess I would need a list of the tropes because once again, I forget everything when I'm asked the question. What are we even talking? What's a book? What are pages? What are we even talking about? Grumpy Sunshine, if the girl is sunshine and he's grumpy. I like that.
That's a good one. That's
like
a good one.
specifically assistant to the villain. I love the character of Evie and I like the dynamic of what's his name? Trevor or something stupid. What is it?
Yeah,
What is his name?
I think his name is Trevor. Yeah, I think it is Trevor.
It's so dumb because you don't hear his name for a while. He's just the villain. Then you find his name. You're like, okay, please go back to the villain because I feel like you have a nut allergy. Okay. And I can't really role play with this right now.
That is true. That is very true.
Trevor, your socks are way higher than your shoes, Trevor. Okay. Why are you wearing capris? This is not 2007.
God, Trevor was a name like way back in the 90s. Everybody had a Trevor that they knew.
Right? Trevor has a flat top that he sprayed the tips. They're blonde. That's not okay.
Oh, God.
He's Lance Bass from 99.
Oh, we all loved Lance Bass. That was a crush. And then we were all of us girlies were crushed later in life because we had our hearts set on him.
Yeah, and he
Lance.
turned out being
we were
he turned out being gay, and you could never have him anyway. So
yeah,
the best dudes are always gay. I feel like that's probably true.
That really they're what did my
Another gay or they're taken? Is that what it is?
gay or taken, yeah. That's how it is.
So yeah, I'll go with Grumpy Sunshine, but the chick is the Sunshine.
I like the Grumpy Sunshine. I think that's
also the movie Enchanted with I forget the name of the actor, but she's all like lovey-dovey and singy. I'm like, ooh, I love this. And then the other guy's like, it's Grumpy Sunshine.
That is a really good one. I like that. All right. So now that we've gotten the speed round over, do you have anything else that you have upcoming that you want to let everybody know about, that you want to promo? And yeah, tell everybody where they can find you after this.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, I am the official Stephen Walker. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm official Stephen Walker. But if you want to find really anything, just go to official Stephen Walker. Stephen with a V, by the way. PH Stevens are weird, I think. I don't like that. It doesn't make sense to my brain. It's V, not F. Anyway, Stephen with a V.com, officialstephenwalker.com. All of my stuff is on there. I have upcoming dates for events I'm going to be at. It's at the top of the page. It says upcoming events. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. I basically just make goofy videos online until you run into me in person, and then I'm portraying someone else. I never just get to be me. I'm always pretending to be somebody else. You know what I mean?
But
unless when I talk to people like you on podcasts.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being here. And
Absolutely.
We all love you. You're amazing. And you
Give it
always
time.
make me laugh and bring back the chicken. We want the chicken.
Bring the cock back. We
Bring
need
the
it.
cock back. That's how you
It's
need
green.
to do it.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for having me, Tiffany. This has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. And for those of you who are subscribed on my Substack, please come and check us out. And I'm going to be doing a very short little extra bonus with Stephen called Viciously Bitten, where I'm going to get down and dirty with a couple of extra bonus questions. And Stephen, again, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming on to Vicious Inc. with me today. And for everybody listening, make sure to go and follow him, check out the Smashcast, and keep your eyes on the fantasy spaces that he'll be haunting next. Thank you.
Smash.